The Boston Celtics were robbed as Summer League standout Jahmi'us Ramsey has been picked back up by Atlantic Division rival the Toronto Raptors. And this is not great for the Celtics as they could have used Ramsey on an Exhibit 10-day contract and could have brought him into training camp to test him out for Maine. So we're going to dive in and look at this and why it is bad that the Celtics lost a player who many thought could have been two-way eligible at the end of Summer League for nothing. All that and more on this episode of Celtics Digest. I'm Bruce Velez. You guys have been killing it, showing your love and support over on the channel. We really do appreciate it. So if you want to make sure you stay in the Celtics algorithm, keep hitting that like button to stay up to date on everything. But without further ado, let's dive into the video at hand. Make sure to grab a snack and we're going to be discussing the Celtics losing a young piece, and that is right, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately for this Celtics team, Jahmi'us Ramsey, who played on the Celtics Summer League, could have been a player that looked like he could have earned a two-way spot, did not earn that two-way spot, has now gone to the Raptors on a deal. So let's get into this and let's dive into all of that. First off, let's look at the report coming in here. We see from this quote from Esfandiar Barini, I believe, that the Raptors have signed Jahmi'us Ramsey. He gets the final training camp spot where 21 players are now heading to Montreal. So for the Raptors, they bring in Jahmi'us Ramsey on a 10-day, Exhibit 10-day deal. They're going to bring him into training camp, see how he works out, and see how he fits for their team. But for the Celtics, this is not good because one, the Raptors are a rival. They are a team in the Atlantic Division. Two, Jahmi'us Ramsey had already played for the Raptors, is now going back, so the Celtics had a chance to steal a guy from a rival team. And three, he was a player, like I said, who could have earned a two-way contract and looked very, very solid in that summer league for this Celtics team at that guard position. Now, I know that the Celtics have an abundance of guards on two-way contracts in Maine, in their system, on their roster with Jrue Holiday, Derrick White, Peyton Pritchard, Jaden Springer. They're obviously looking at Lonnie Walker on Exhibit 10-day. He's in that guard pool as well. There's already an abundance of guards, but still, having this player just at least in your system in Maine would have been fantastic to have. If you want to look at Jahmi'us Ramsey's stats so far in the NBA, we can see that for the Toronto Raptors in the G League last season, he was a pretty solid player in 20 games. And even in the NBA, has earned the likes to play on NBA rosters, playing with the Kings first, then obviously playing with the Raptors a little bit last season. And look at those stats. Yes, it is the end of the season for the Raptors. Obviously, they're tanking. They're not going to be good. Scotty Barnes was out at that point. They're running just exhibit 10-day deals. They don't care. They just want to be bad, letting some young guys run. But look at Jahmi'us Ramsey go in those 7 games, absolutely cooking up for this Raptors team. And this is the thing. He brought this type of culture, this type of tenacity already to the NBA. And with this Celtics Summer League team, he looked to bring that as well. And as someone who watched the games here and there and was very, very anticipating some of these players like Neemias Queta and Jaden Springer already who had already stopped playing. Guys like Ron Harper Jr., Tristan Nwora, players like Jahmi'us Ramsey, Anton Watson, Baylor Shireman. Those became the stories. Those became the people that everybody was keeping an eye on and, trying to monitor. And I think a guy like Jahmi'us Ramsey put a lot of Celtics fans, on the map and recognizing his name. Like I said, he was a standout G League player with Toronto 905. Came into the Celtics Summer League, was looking to maybe earn himself a two-way spot, get himself, further on in this organization, and nope, just taken away from us, stripped it away from us as he goes and signs. So he's not gifted a two-way. Anton Watson, Drew Peterson, and JD Davidson were given those last two ways, and then he moved on and went to Toronto. So like I said, let me know what you guys think down below. How do you guys feel about this move? We're going to dive into the next part, kind of looking at where you could have fit in with this Celtics team. Because like I said, Jahmi'us Ramsey, I think, could have been a piece for the Maine Celtics, as we've seen. He's already a star in the G League. Why wouldn't you want to bring him in and test him out? So looking at some players courtesy of Spot Track, we can see the Celtics already have 4 Exhibit 10-day deals and 3 two-way contracts. Now the max amount of Exhibit 10s you can bring in are 4. So the Celtics are already at max with Lonnie Walker, Ron Harper Jr., Dmitro Skapisev, and Tristan Noir. They already gave their two ways to JD Davidson, Drew Peterson, and Anton Watson. So it's not like Jahmi'us Ramsey could have gotten a two-way contract. But I believe that he could have gotten one of those Exhibit 10-day deals. And let's not forget that Ron Harper Jr. and Tristan Noir were, gifted those contracts after the end of Summer League. But Dimitrios Kaprizov and Lonnie Walker had to wait for those contracts. So the Celtics did have ample opportunity to give Jahmi'us Ramsey and an Exhibit 10-day deal to test out that market, to give him that chance. And I think he would have bought on that chance. I think he would have been a guy similar to Lonnie Walker, kind of coming into this training camp and being ready to go. Now, obviously, I think Lonnie Walker is a better fit, a better player, someone I'd rather have on the Exhibit 10-day deal than a guy Jahmi'us Ramsey. But I think he could have easily been one of those players that the Celtics could have been in cahoots with and talked with. So why didn't it happen? Why didn't this go down? Honestly, I think it's because the Celtics have too many guards. Like something that I've stressed already enough. You want to look at their team from top to bottom on their roster. Jrue Holiday already locked up long term. Derrick White locked up long term. Peyton Pritchard locked up long term. Jaden Springer, who's looking to be locked up long term. There's already three guards that are getting ample minutes in the system. Four, if you want to count Jaden Springer, trying to sporadically get some minutes in there. Then, when looking at this, we obviously see Lonnie Walker's a guard, Ron Harper Jr.'s a guard, JD Davidson's a guard. There's already so many guards, and the Celtics already lost one of their key guards in DJ Stewart last year, who was a big piece for their main roster. He went off and went to go to the Chicago Bulls to play in the Summer League, and he earned himself a two-way spot. So the Celtics had an abundance of guards, already lost some of them, and I think we're just able to just say and sacrifice that. Player like Scapinstev can come in and be that center-esque piece for Maine, play in alongside that big band group, because with Nimi now being moved to the regular Celtics roster, there is a big hole at that gaping center position. So a player like and Tristan Wara, Dimitrios Kaprizov, they have to bring those players in to kind of fill those holes. And a guard position hole isn't necessarily that needed when you already have players like Ron Harper Jr., who you expect is going to make the team, and already have JD Davidson, who's going to be playing on the team and being that focal guard. Maybe the fit for Jahmi'us Ramsey just was not there. But ultimately, I think he would have been a nice piece to keep. I think the Celtics kind of royally screwed up. I don't care if it's you have too many in that position. Buy into the best players, have them work up, and then just invest. You could get other players for the G League, finding out through trades and doing moves later on in the season. I would have gotten the best players right at hand. I would have kept our guy in Jahmi'us Ramsey, would have gave him an Exhibit 10 right after Summer League and try to figure something out. But unfortunately, that was just not the case. But let me know what you guys think down below. Unfortunately, Jahmi'us Ramsey will be going to Toronto, go compete in training camp. And I wish him nothing but the best of luck in making the Toronto Raptors roster or finding luck in the NBA. But like I said, let me know what you guys think down below. Did you like Jahmi'us Ramsey when you guys watched him in the Summer League? Did you not? What parts of his game did you think he would have added to this Celtics team or main team in the future? Let me know all your thoughts down below. Once again, I'm Bruce Veliz. I really do appreciate all the work that you guys have been showing in supporting the channel. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. If you want to get all the updates on us over here, follow us on Twitter at Celtics Digest. Follow my personal Twitter at Bruce Veliz to get all NBA updates. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button to get Celtics Digest to our goal of 6,000 subscribers by the start of the season. Once again, I'm Bruce Veliz. Have a great rest of your day, and go Boston Celtics.